Evening people, welcome back to the channel. You'll have to let me know whether my sound's right again tonight. For some reason these Super Formulas sound ridiculously loud. I just need to do this. Bosh. So yeah, just let me know in the comments whether my sound is alright. I might have to adjust some things when we go to track. Just like I say, they just sound a bit loud in my ear. I'm not sure whether I'm going to come across over the top of them. I may just have to disappear for 30 seconds as well. Let's just have a quick scan about here. Damn it. Hold on, let's see if I can utilize the skills. But welcome to the channel, peeps. Tonight we are live with round 4 of P1RC Super Formula, the Super Formula 19s. As I say, round 4 live from Red Bull Ring. We're at a dry circuit tonight, so we should see less people spinning around. Although the last time I commentated over Red Bull Ring was the GR3s in the wet, and they did a pretty damn good job of keeping it in a straight line, I've got to say. So let's hope they can do the same tonight. Let's just see. Let me just pop this up. See if we get any response from that. So we've got a 20-minute quali and a 40-minute race for you lot tonight. Let's just have a look, see who's in the room. Dory, myself, Raul, CM, Baba, Pilgrim, Paddy, West Ham, Daz, Baggy Snails, Zoozims, Gamer Dad, Mocking Weeks, Big Les Kun, DJ Maka, and Reg GT. Whether we see one or two more turn up in the next few minutes, we will wait and see. Someone else just joined. Oh no, that's me. What is it? I've got another joiner. No. Baggy Snails, Gamer Dad, Dory, Mocking Weeks. No. Okay, so let's get ourselves to track. Let's put the usual stuff on for you lot. Like I say, let me know whether you can hear me over the top of these cars. They are ridiculously loud in my ear hole tonight. I can turn them down, but then still don't know whether you lot can hear me over the top of that. Let's get rid of that big black thing off the screen. So we have got a couple of fast laps in already. Zuzim's taking pole position currently, 1:14.3. Raul's only 16 thousandths behind him with a 1:14.347. Big Les Kun, he's a second back, 1:15.2. So got promoted in GTTCC up to League 3. Be battling out with me next season. Big Les, Baggy Snails in 4th, currently on a 1:16.5. West Ham Daz on a 1:18.3. DJ Maka on a 1:18.7. Pilgrim Paddy 1:22.7 for him. Mocking Weeks 1:38.3. Gamer Dad yet to put a hot time in. Dory, similar situation. So last week's winners, or podium winners, Mocking Weeks, Raul and Dizzy did a good job of taking those spots. Some good racing last week. Right, like I say, that didn't work. I may have to just disappear for about 36 seconds. I may not have to disappear. Let me just double check this. Nope, I'm not going to go anywhere. It's all right. Crisis averted, people. Crisis averted. We're all right. So I can settle myself back down. So Zuzim's been out for a couple of weeks. I've got Rousey and Baba sitting in second still. Let me pull up the current standings. So Rouse currently leading this series. Monkey Weeks in second, Reg GT in third, Dory in fourth, Dizzy in fifth, Hyder Rider sixth, Zuzim seventh. Like I say, missed a few weeks as Zuzim's, Dom Dotter in eighth, Gamer Dad ninth, Big Les in 10th, DJ Knock in 12th, Baggy Snails 13th, Hogan Paddy 14th, Tatey Lives 15th, West Ham Daz 16th, Convicts Popeye 17th, and No Weed King or Mad Quack. So they've got did not finish, did not start, did not start, did not start, did not start, did not finish for the last two. And as I say, Zuzim's missed a couple of weeks, so down in the points currently. He's 40 points back from current leader Rousey and Baba. There's this man here. So Rouse looking to burn fuel off then. So it's an interesting track tonight. I don't know what they've got penalties set on. It can be... can cause all sorts of issues. So Zuzim's probably picked up a penalty there for absolutely nothing. They do seem a bit off with their penalties. But Zuzim's has gone quicker, 114.112. Like I say, people, let me know if my sound's alright, I'm not too loud, or the cars aren't too blaring. Whether you can hear me over the top of them, etc. Yeah, came home second last week, did Raoul. Whereas He's came home, did a good job, took the win last week. Dizzy even in the room? Don't think he is. No. So let's just have a quick flick through lap times again. Zuzim's then on that 114.112, first position on the grid for him. Raul's only quarter of a second back. He's got a 114.347, not managed to better that. Reg GT in third. This guy's been having some good races as well. I don't know whether he's got my logo on his car today. He's got it on the Renaults on Thursday. 115.2 for him, third position. Big Les Cunning fourth, currently on a 115.2. So just coming out of the pits with racing softs. Like I say, taking the win last week, 114.4 for him, fifth place. Baggy Snails 6, 116.2, so he's gone slightly quicker. Currently holding that sixth position. Gamer Dad is only about half a second back, trying to get a bit of a sneaky toe as well by the look of it. Gamer Dad off Mocky Weeks. So he's on a 116.707 for Gamer. Pilgrim Paddy on a 117.710. West Ham Daz 117.8 for his fastest. DJ Macker a 118.1 for him. And then Dory, not many laps in, but he's yet to put a good lap in without penalising himself. His fastest on there is 117.5 though. Possibly these last couple of turns where people are running wide, picking up those penalties or cutting that very last apex. Let's see what he's got this time. So chucked himself into third, then 114.6 for Dory. He'll be happy with that. See how Zuzim's got. He's gone even quicker. 1:13.850. Raul's also gone quicker. He's on a 1:13.950. So just 1/10 of a second in it between those two currently. So Dory we've just seen put in that 1:14.6. Little purple sectors popping up there though. Let's see what he's got. Big Les has chucked in a 1:14.4 though. Very wide through there, Big Les. And that one. Exploring those track limits then, Big Les. Yeah. Picking up a penalty for his actions as well. Did look to be a little bit wide through the first section. So Rich GT pushed down his forward. He has gone quicker, 1:14.480. Dory just coming back out of the pits then with fresh rubber, so we'll come back and check on Dory. Walking week 6 then, gone quicker, 1:14.9. Dad also gone quicker, 1:15.821. Baggy's got a 1:16.2, so he's been pushed down to 8th. Just avoid getting a Beagle Pilgrim Paddy leaving the pits. They're still ghosting out right next to each other. Right, let's go on board for a lap with Raul. So down the start finish straight then. I haven't got a track back for this one. Hard on the brakes all the way over, using as much of that curb as possible. Oh, Raul's run a little bit wide on the exit there though. Unsettled by that curb by the look of it. Chucked his car over the top of it. Picks up a penalty for that as well. So again over to the left hand side of the track, using as much of that curb as possible. Out to first gear. Very careful on the throttle coming out of there. Easy to spin the car around coming out of that one. Evening, Dory. How you doing, mate? Nice, loud and clear. That's what I want to hear. So getting hard on the brakes for this almost hairpin. Easy to run wide on the exit of this as well. Great big sandpit there to catch you. Into this centre section of the track. So almost a double apex to corner that one. Not quite. Back straight then, hard on the brakes at he's not, he's jumped himself in the pits, but he did have 2 corners to go. He was a bit messy on the last couple, so we'll see Zuzim's come through those same 2 corners. Again, keeping it on track. This is the other corner they could be caught out on. Easy to cut too much of that corner and pick up a penalty on the apex. It's quite easy to run it wide on the exit as well. So you can see Zuzim's now using all that curb. Again, the big yellow sausage curbs on this track aren't very friendly to these cars. It can be very easy to slip up. But Raul has come back out of this one. Has done a super fast lap. He put in a 1:13.5, so he's now 0.3 of a second faster than Zuzim's in second. It's a 40-minute race for you guys tonight. So pole position holder Raul Baba has put in a 1:13.542. Zuzim's closest rival. Time-wise at the minute, he needs as many points as possible to try and get back into the fight in this championship. As I say, 2 weeks out, dropped a lot of points because of it. Big Les Kun then doing alright, he's holding that 3rd position on the grid currently, 1:14.4. Getting a bit twitchy on those curbs there. Rich GT then in 4th position. So he's gone slightly quicker, 1:14.480. Dory in 5th, 14.6 for him. He's not managed to better that time. Week 6 then, 1:14.934. Dad just coming out after a fresh set of tyres. cars do have the overtake function on as well in the R turboed, and they have got a little overtake function symbol next to the turbo symbol at the bottom right there. So I think, I'm not too sure. Someone did tell me. I can't remember if it's auto tops itself up or whether it's under braking specifically. But not a feature during quali. So Gamer Dad 8th, 115.8. Pilgrim Paddy 9th, 116.6. West Ham Daz and DJ Macca, they're looking like they're just sitting out the last bit of this qualifying. Raul running massively wide again through that turn. Susan's putting on fresh rubber then. Yeah, so Raul has picked up another penalty for that off-track action. So Raul's actually gone a little bit quicker. He's got 113.539. Just extends his gap a little bit, makes it a little bit harder for Zuzim to try and take that pole position off him. This is an out lap, so it won't be a fast one. Big Les Kun then. So he's putting a few 114s. So Mocking Weeks then, looks like he's just managed to get himself past Pilgrim Paddy around that second turn there. So up into fourth then for Mocking, 114.453. It's only just behind Big Les. Big Les coming out on the pressure set to try and better that. GT then pushed down into fifth now. Dory pushed into sixth. Snail's gone slightly quicker, he's up into 7th, 115.4. So this should be a hot lap for Gamer Dad. We did just see him in the pits. Let's just stick with him as he comes across the line. It's not a quick one, 27.9. West Ham Daz back out on track now. DJ Macca back out on track as well. So just a couple of minutes of qualifying left. It is a 20-minute quali session, 40-minute race for you guys tonight. Let me just have some brown fizzy pop. Sneaky Zuzims. Just putting the fastest lap of the qualifying, 113.3. That chucks him into pole position. Can Raul do anything about that? About a minute and a half left to try and do it. Let's see what he's got on this one. That's the next timing line, miles away. Definitely using all the track is Raul. So the next timing line is coming up. Let's see what he's got. He's not quick enough. So he's only got a couple of turns to make this time up. He should get across the line for one more lap. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be his quickest. 13.755. It's pretty quick, but not quite quick enough yet. So this will be his last effort. Unfortunately, looks like he's going to pick himself up a penalty for that again. There you go. Oh, he's putting in purple sectors as well then, Raul. Oh, he'll be kicking himself. So he's going to start the race then. So being the efficient German he is, he's not going to put in that one extra lap and run himself over the 20-minute time. So that will be your grid order. Zuz's in P1, Raoul in P2, Mockin in P3, Big Les P4, Reg GT P5, Dory Dory 6th, Maggie Snails 7th, Gamer Dad 8th, Pilgrim Paddy 9th, DJ Macca 12th, and West Ham Daz in 13th. So let's see which kind of crappy camera angle it gives me for the start. So there's your grid order on the screen now. 11 drivers. That's not a bad view actually. So 40-minute race. Grid start. Let's see who doesn't get ploughed off into the first couple of turns. It's going to be tricky. So they're off. I didn't see the lights on this side. Oh, we've got chaos in the background. We've got 3 cars peeled themselves off. Looks like Reg GT's left the room. Looks like there's all sorts of chaos kicking off here. Okay, so lobby issues. We're going for a restart. There's all sorts of glitching going on. Unfortunately, Reg GT has left the room. So we're going to restart that one. Oh, come on, Gran Turismo. Sort your damn lobbies out. Never remember him being this bad when I started playing this game. Absolutely terrible now. Come on, you've not even opened up the PlayStation 5 yet, or Gran Turismo 7. Pay attention to your current customers, you nearly swore. So, let's see, is Reg GT back in the room? Yes, he is. Good. So let's get everyone back to track and try this again. Chrissy Raz, evening. How you doing? Yeah, perfect timing. Just about to start the race. Well, we would if we could sort the lobbies out. So let me just quickly. Pow. What's tyre and fuel? Tyre wear is ×8. Fuel is ×3. Great big dark smoker smashed on the side of Dory's car there. Appreciated, mate. Pilgrim Paddy just saying vote for him as driver of the day. At least he can win something. Your arms are sore. Well, you've obviously spent far too many hours in that rig, Chrissy Raz. So what you're going to see now is you're going to see, look, Dory trying a new route. You'll see people doing burnouts. You'll see people crashing into each other. Trying to wear their tyres out. Here we go, handbraking across the line. Wow. So we are into the second try at this race. Chrissy Raz, 1,367 kilometres. It's like the length of Denmark, isn't it? So let's try this second attempt then. See if we can get everyone off the line. Yeah, there's just 3 cars peeled off into each other at the start of the last one. So that's your grid order again. I'm not running through it. So let's keep an eye on this start then. It's not going to let me change camera now, is it? Oh, yes it is. Holy hell. So the lights are on. Just wait for those to drop. Revs are up. And they're off. It's a good start this time. A little bit of wheel spin from a couple of the drivers, but Zuzim's managed to get away clean. Rousey and Baba's having to go defensive from Mocking Week. So up to, oh, who's that run wide? I think that's Mocking Weeks, massively wide. Big Les Cunt up into third, then Mocking Weeks get a little bit of a nudge off Raul. Raul picking up a penalty for that as well. So 4-second penalty for Raul to drop as he does, trying to make a move down the inside on Zuzims as well. A bit of driving, almost chaos behind. So there we go, we've got people on all sorts of bits of the track. Yeah, those first two turns are treacherous to say the least. Raul CM Baba then managed to squeeze his way past Zuzims up into first place, holding 2.8 second penalty. Zuzims now dropping massively down the order. What's going on? Oh, looks like Big Les Cunn and Zuzims have had it coming together. So Raul's able to creep away then. He's got 3.4 second lead over second place Mocking Weeks currently. Mocking Weeks has got Reg GT just less than half a second back, but he is holding about 1.3 second penalty. Got to lose that pretty quickly, just dropping it through those turns. Baggy Snails then sneaky up into fourth. Again, 2.3 second penalty. He's got to lose that. But he'll be happy with that if he can keep the pace and stick with the boys in front. Will Baggy. Pilgrim Paddy also up into fifth. So keep your nerve, Pilgrim. DJ Macca's sixth. So all these drivers that usually sit at the back are having a stroke of luck with the chaos that's happened in the first two turns. They're now going to be fighting out mid-pack. DJ Macca going for a move down the inside of Pilgrim Paddy. He's just run himself wide though. That's allowed all sorts of drivers, Dory to come through as well. West Ham Daz and Pilgrim Paddy keeping that position. Gamer Dad coming up on the back of him as well. And we've got Big Les Cunn in 10th and Zuzims unfortunately down in 11th. 1.5 second penalty. So I'm not sure what's happening with Zuzims at the minute. He's not having the best of races, ghosting out. It must be on the old chat. So looks like he's not happy with something, or apologising for something. We'll see. So Rousey and Baba then leading this race. 4.7 second, fastest lap as well. Still got 1.5 second penalty to lose. He's making more time up over Mocking in second place. Mocking running massively wide through there though. They'll pick up another chunk of penalty for that. Reg GT, no penalty currently, third place. Got Baggy Snails closing him down pretty quickly though. Baggy still holding a bit of penalty, just losing it into that turn there. Again, just so easy to get it wrong on those sausage curves on the way out of these turns. Pilgrim Paddy then still in fifth. Dory still sixth. Gamer Dad seventh. Managed to get himself past West Ham Daz. Macca also got himself back past West Ham Daz. Macca looking to make a dive down the inside. Not quite the angle to be doing that at Gamer Dad. DJ Macca. So where's Big Les? He's now 7.2 seconds back. Not a lot of time to make up. Susan still ghosting. Furiously typing away, I think. So back up to race leader then, Rouse CN, 5.6 seconds his lead. Still holding a little chunk of penalty. Sean, evening mate, how you doing? Wow, Chrissy Raz, driven up and down your country like 4 times, you mentalist. So Mocking Weeks and Reg GT still fighting it out. Reg GT not making a move yet. Possibly just sticking to the back of Mocking Weeks. Quite happy to sit there, save himself a bit of fuel. Using the slipstream of Mocking Weeks to help turn him around. There's a big old gap back to fourth position now. Dory's managed to get himself into the front of this little fight. Pilgrim Paddy down in fifth. Well, he was fifth anyway, wasn't he? So Dory making a bit of a break from the mid-pack bunch. He's got a fair old chunk. Got Don Dotto left the room as well then. I'm not sure what's going on there. Didn't even see Don Dotto on track actually. So Pilgrim in fifth, getting chased by Gamer Dad in sixth. DJ Macca seventh. West Ham Daz pretty close to him. Unable to make a move just yet. Will he get a good toe at the start? Finish straight. He's He's closed in on him a little bit through there. Macca's chucked himself over to the right hand side of the track to try and drop the toe. It's not benefited him that too much though. But in the background, Big Les coming through pretty damn fast. So Baggy Snails looks like he may have had a bit of an off. He's now down in 10th. Big Les Kun trying to make his way back through the pack. Looks like he did have a bit of an incident with Zuzims. 3.5 second back is Baggy Snails. Like I say, looks like he's had a bit of a moment. And Zuzims now, he's got loads of work to do. So 17.3 seconds back from Baggy Snails. He's 42 seconds, nearly 43 seconds off race lead. With Raoul again, putting in more fast laps. 1:14.458 for Raoul. Oh, running it wide through that turn. They do seem to like doing that. Almost a 9-second lead for Raoul currently then. Markin just dropping a bit of penalty into turn 2. And GT still right there with him. Closing that gap as they head down the hill towards the hairpin. I'm calling it a hairpin as near as damn it. Again, easy to run it wide on that turn. Chrissy Raz herself didn't do a bad job here a couple of weeks ago in the wet. GR3s, very tricky to keep in a straight line. Like I say, I'm not sure if Reg GT is just seeing in Mocky Week slipstream and utilising that toe. Dory 5.7 seconds back in 4th place. Gamer Dad then 5th, still got Pilgrim Paddy bolted onto his rear end. Big chunk of penalty as well for Gamer Dad, that might benefit Pilgrim Paddy. A bad race tonight, Pilgrim. 8 minutes in, Big Les then making a move. He's already got past Macca. He's already got past Baggy Snails. Just making a move past West Ham Daz, then using all that track to gain as much speed and time through that turn as possible for Big Les. So he's now got 2.6 seconds back on Pilgrim Paddy for 6th position. Down pretty quick, so let's see how far back Zuzims is now. So he's got 12.7, he's made up 5 seconds at over 10th position Baggy Snails. Fastest lap of the race as well, 1:14.3. So Raoul then, he's running away with this one a little bit. He's got 11.1 second lead over 2nd place. Let's go for a bit of an onboard lap with Raoul. In fact, let's not do that. Let's go and find where it's all kicking off. Let's go on board with a bit of... Let's go on board with Gamer Dad. Looking back at Pilgrim Paddy. Pilgrim Paddy's lost a bit of time though, picked himself up a bit of a penalty. Gamer Dad still holding 3.4 seconds. In the background, just behind Pilgrim Paddy, we've got Big Les Kun closing in. Like a predator. So that gap down to 0.8 of a second. It was about 2.3. You can see how quick Big Les closes down on the brakes then. Just keeping it calm and collected through that second turn there. Able to keep that gap low between himself and Pilgrim Paddy. It's down to 0.2 of a second. Going to move down the inside. Not quite able to do it through there, Big Les. Losing a bit of time again now. But, Big Les is doing everything he can to try and fight his way back through the pack. In the meantime, Gamer Dad in front is just sneaking away a little bit from Pilgrim Paddy. Pilgrim Paddy's got more important things to worry about behind, with Big Les bearing down on him. Just watch Big Les coming past then. So both of them keeping it clean through there. Pilgrim's run it a little bit wide on the exit. He's kept it clean enough and on track enough. Oh my. He kept it on track enough not to pick up a penalty, but I'm talking out, but you know what. Getting a little bit wide through there, Pilgrim. Does keeping it on track. Baggy Snails holding a big chunk of penalty. He's managed to get himself back past DJ Macca up into 9th then for Baggy. He's always got to lose his penalty though. Picking it up all over the place. It just seems to be turn 1 and turn 2 seem to be the culprits. Possibly that last turn as well can be a bit tricky. Zuzim's then trying to drop penalty. He's now 6.4 seconds back from 10th place DJ Macca. So we'll see how far through the pack Zuzim's can make it. Like I say, I'm not too sure what's gone off. It did look like there might have been something happened between himself and Weeks, Big Les Kun. And they've dropped back to 10th and 11th right at the start of this race. And then Zuzim's for some reason ghosted for about a lap and a half, so I'm not sure if he was chatting or something. Now down at the back of the pack, all the work to do to try and make as many points as possible in this race. Still closing the gap on Macca in front though. That gap's down to 3.5 now. You can see him in front. There's one or two of the drivers there right for the picking. He's right from there again though. He's going to pick him up another penalty. There we go, up to 0.7. So let's just go and check on Raoul. So he is now 14.2 seconds up the road from second place Reg GT, who's managed to get past Mockin. So it looks like Mockin losing a bit of time doing the tyre wear, possibly just losing control of that car a little bit, allowing Reg GT to sneak through. So I'm not too sure. Right, so Mockin's in the pits this lap then. I was just about to say I'm not too sure what people's strategies are. He's kicking off the pits then. He's in on the mediums. What is he going out on? I'd assume a set of softs. So taking all that fuel then he does, comes out on a fresh set of racing softs. So let's just flick through the order then as the pits just start. Raoul in first position. Reg GT 15 seconds back in second. A lot to worry about behind at the minute. Dory is nearly 6.5 seconds back in third. Mockin Weeks in fourth, and after that pit stop, 8.7 back. Big Les Kun bearing down on him though in fifth position. He will have to pit, mind you. Looking to make his way back through the pack as soon as possible for Big Les. Gamer Dad in sixth, again yet to pit. So Raoul's in. Paddy then seventh. Yeah, Big Les Kun made short work of Pilgrim, Gamer Dad. Baggy Snails looking to make a move on Pilgrim Paddy as soon as possible as well, dropping that penalty into the process. So Zuzim's then up to 9th. He's managed to make short work of Macca and West Ham Daz. Again, yet to pit for Zuzim's, so let's see where that puts him. Back out on track, Macca as well, yet to pit, and West Ham Daz yet to pit as well. So Raoul then out on another set of racing mediums. GT also been in the pits. So losing a bit more time to Raoul in front now, 19.6 seconds. Mockin Weeks still in third, then 1.4 seconds back from Reg GT. These two were pretty close for the first stint. So Gamer Dad fourth, but again he will have to pit. He's out on the medium, so he can go a little bit longer on those. They are the slower tyre. So Dory in fifth. So he's been in the pits. He will gain a position back into fourth position then when Gamer Dad pits. And then He's got, what, about 10-second gap back to Mocking Weeks when Gamer Dad comes in. So still a lot of work to do for Dory if he wants to try and get on that podium tonight. Susan's now up into 6th, again yet to pit. So it'll be interesting to see what Susan's strategy is now. Just keeping on that green stuff. I don't know if that's picking up a penalty or not. Yeah, it does do. Got to just keep 2 wheels on the red and white curbing. That should be enough to not give you a penalty through a lot of these turns. Unlike that one there, where he's going to pick up like a month. A second. Okay. So Hoover and Paddy's still holding that 7th spot then. He's going to come under pressure from Baggy Snails, who's been in the pits now. Big Les Cunn, who's also been in the pits, looking to make a move on Baggy Snails as soon as possible. So he's gone for full tank as Big Les, whereas Baggy's gone for half a tank. That's why Baggy's back in front of Big Les now. And then West Ham Daz down in 11th probably. Also yet to pit. So Rowell extending that gap then, another fastest sector there. 19-second lead over 2nd place Reg GT. Himself wide through that first turn. As I say, we've seen every driver do that I think tonight. He's lost a bit more time to Mocking Weeks behind. That gap down to less than a second now. Purple sectors from Mocking Weeks now. As I say, he came first last week. So he's no slouch behind the wheel of these Super Formulas. So the gap between Reg and Mocking is half a second now. If you can keep that gap reasonably low before the start-finish straight, or after the second straight, if you like, I'll be able to make a bit of a move on Reg GT. Just lost a bit of time through there. So Gamer Dad's still out on those mediums. Dory's closed in on him. I'm sure we'd just like him to pull in the pits and get out of the way. So different strategies for these pair, but they're still fighting for position as such. So Gamer Dad stays out again then. Dory should be close enough to get a good run at the start-finish straight. Dive, he doesn't, does Dory. He might make a second attempt down this straight. Again, I just don't think he's close enough here. So he's just been losing time to the guys in front now with he's clipped the back end of Gamer Dad then coming out of turn 2. That's just compromised him, slowed him down a little bit. He's got good work to do again to try and get past Gamer Dad. Susan's then fighting it out with Big Les and Baggy Snails. Susan's been in the pit now. Side by side with Baggy through turn 3. Baggy just keeping it on track. He's holding all sorts of penalty though, as is Big Les Cunn, 6.9 seconds. Baggy, what are you doing to pick that up? But Zuzim's fighting his way through to 6th position currently. We're halfway through the race. He's made it halfway through the pack. He's got a 49-second deficit to 1st place Rousey Baba. So it would be very unlikely, don't count it out, it would be very unlikely if Zuzim takes pole position. Zuzim's not to be discounted. He's managed to get his way past Gamer Dad then. And now he's got 17 seconds to try and catch up with 3rd place Mocking. Mocking has also lost time to Reg GT in front. His gap's down to 2.8, so up to 2.8, 2.9 now. clear air behind him. He's just got a few back markers to try and make his way past. Pilgrim Paddy being the first of those, I think. We've got West Ham Daz sitting this one out. Paddy just keeping out of the way as Raoul comes through. DJ Macca, the next target on Raoul's list. So let's just have a quick look at the action on track. Currently. Get a move done on Macca into turn 1. So easily past him around that first turn. Again running himself wide. Looks like the driver seemed quite happy to pick up that half a second penalty. And then just drop it as they roll into this second turn, majority of them. There you go. Picked it up on the turn before, dropped it just here. And then drifted the Super Formula around turn 2 as well, just bit of extra drama. So still 18.5 seconds to second place Reg GT. He's making up more time over Mocking Weeks, that gap to 4.2 seconds then. Can we pick up a penalty or two? He also got 17.5 seconds clear air behind to Dory Dory. Susie's up to 5th then. So still not to be discounted from this race. 17.5 minutes left. So what's he got? 7 seconds in front to Dory Dory. Another 25 seconds-ish to try and get on the podium. Like I say, don't count Zuzim's out. He's a quick guy. So Baggy Snails 6, just losing some of that 6 million second penalty he picked up, down to 3.9. Big Les Kun also not a big chunk penalty, down in 7th. So we're coming together with Zuzim's at the start, not benefiting Big Les as much as it is Zuzim's. Then down in 8th position currently. 2.5 second back from Big Les Kun. There's not a lot to worry about from behind. He's got 21.2 seconds gap back to DJ Macca in 9th. Macca's got 2 second gap over Pilgrim Paddy. So these two might get involved in a bit of a fight. West Ham Daz back out on track now. But he's a long way back from battle with Pilgrim Paddy. So Raoul just losing a bit of time. Just a second to Reg GT. Time wear starting to come into effect. He's not got a lot on that on those racing mediums though. He is about to run out of fuel. Doesn't seem too worried about that at the minute. Let's hope he doesn't run out before he gets around to this pit lane. To go actually, Raoul. I'm just going to stick with you and make sure you make it round to the pits. So just a corner to go. Looks like he's going to make it. Literally going to run out as he rolls down pit lane. So he is in the pits now then. Lucky man. So he had 1 litre of fuel on board. As GT in 2nd place then. He's still got a big chunk of fuel on board. Go a couple more laps. he has been released out of the pits now. So now just coming out the pits entrance behind Reg GT. So Reg GT will hold this first position for a couple of laps, but he will have to come in the pits, which will give Raoul the position back. So Mocking Weeks then we're losing a bit more time, 5 seconds down from second position Raoul currently. Dory now 18.3 seconds back. So just close that gap a little bit. That was about 7 seconds. It's got it down to 3.2. So a very similar situation, fuel and tyre wear between Dory and Zuzims. Zuzims picking up a big chunk of penalty there though, 3.1 seconds he's got to drop. Big Les Kun up into 6th. So Gamer down 7th. Maggie Snail's been back in the pits then. Fresh set of boots. Just under half a tank. So Pilgrim Paddy's managed to get himself past DJ Macca. West Ham Daz, like I say, he came in the pits for a lap or two, so he's out of the fight in this one, I think, tonight. So Reg GT then coming under pressure from Raoul behind, and gap down to 0.3 of a second. Both drivers getting a bit squirrely as they come out of turn 2. Like I say, Reg GT, he knows he's got a pit. He's got to try and get through these back markers cleanly as well, and these guys are fighting for position as well. So Raoul making a sneaky move down the inside while Reg GT was dropping his penalty. So back up into first, or a little bit of concertina bump in there between Raoul, DJ Macca and Reg GT. So unfortunately that's cost Reg GT the most there. It seemed like he was stopped in his tracks pretty much. So into the pits then for Reg GT. Fresh set of tyres. And fuel to the end. So Raoul getting a damn good tow off the drivers in front on this start-finish straight. So back into the pits as well. Raoul having to drive around the outside of DJ Macca then to make that position work. He's not picked up a penalty for that either. Quite surprised about that one, Raoul. So Reg GT's back out on track then. Made a bit of time up during that pit stop, 15.5 seconds, it was 18.5. So 3 seconds gained, but I think Raoul will just creep away with that one. Mocking Week still third, then 5.4 seconds back. Zuzims up to 4th, got past Dory. So 11 minutes left, I think he will have to pit again. He's up to 4th then from the back of the pack for Zuzims. Don't forget, people, vote for your driver of the day. That's they do get an extra point in the championship for driver of the day. So I do give my input, but it's entirely up to you guys who are watching and stuff. So Dory losing a bit of time to Zuzims, then 1.2 seconds. Whether both these drivers, I don't think Zuzims is going to have enough fuel to go to the end. He might just a bit of sneaky fuel saving, but he is closing in on 3rd position. Mocking Weeks, 2-second gap he's got now to Mocking, so we could see him on the podium after all. Excuse me. That just 2 seconds, then we'll keep an eye on that. We can see Zuzims in the background then. Big red light on his car telling us he's using his overtake function. So he has got to drop that penalty. He's lost a bit of time to Mocking Weeks as well, 2.5. He's on a set of warm racing softs, whereas Mocking Weeks is on a brand new set of racing softs, so keep an eye on that. 3 seconds now, the gap. Reg GT, losing a bit more time to Raul in front then, who has just put in an even quicker, fastest lap of the race from 12.9. Raul, that's ridiculous. Stop it. So Reg GT in second then, 3.9 second back to Mocky Weeks. So losing a bit of time then, Reg GT. That gap was about 5.5. Maybe the fresh tyres just working out for Mocky Weeks. Zuzim's then in the pits, taking on board a bit of fuel, fresh tyres. So I think he'll keep that position from Dory, even though it doesn't look like he has. Dory's running himself wide. So Zuzim's does just get out in front of Dory, but side by side as they come into turn 2. Zuzim's has got the inside line, but he's running slower than Dory. So Dory just manages to run it almost round the outside. Oh, Zuzim's. Oh. Put the power down a little bit too early there. Zuzim's back end just stepped out on him. Put him in the wall. Luckily, he's not holding any damage actually. But that just allows Dory to run off down the road. 2.9, nearly 3 second gap. So we've got 8 minutes left. He's looking confident that Raul Cien's going to win this one. 18.2 second lead he has currently over Reg GT. Reg GT's now got all the work to do to get past the back markers. No contact between those two, that's good to see. Reg GT then cleanly past Pilgrim Paddy. Back on the tail of Raul again. Still not looking like he's going to get that position off of him. He's got to worry about Mocky Weeks behind. There's only 2.5 seconds between those two. 18 seconds back then to Dory in 4th. He's got to lose his penalty. Zuzim's back out of the pits then, only 2.6 seconds back. So you should start seeing some ridiculous lap times coming from Zuzim's now as he tries everything he can to make up positions at the end of this race. He's a little bit too far back to make any moves on Mocky Weeks in front. Should be able to close the gap on Dory in front, possibly make the overtake before the end of the race. If Dory keeps running himself wide like that. So a 2.5 second gap back to Zuzim then. Game had 6.9 seconds back in 6th. Les Kun only 3.8 back. He might make a little bit of a move towards the end, try and get that position made. Baggy Snails then a little bit too far back, 10 seconds back from Big Les. Consistent 1/16s there, Baggy. Pilgrim Paddy in 9th. Fresh set of racing softs for him. Fresh set of racing softs. I meant a worn set of racing mediums. Half worn set. Who knows why I said that. So Macca in 10th, 8.7 back from Pilgrim. And West Ham Daz looks like he's just rolling around at the end of this one. No time on the board. He did have a 4:13 lap, but 3 minutes of that was spent with him just sat in the lap, sat in the pits. So Raul extending then. 19, nearly 20 seconds he's got over Reg GT. GT starting to come under more pressure from Mocky Weeks behind though, 1.3 seconds to that gap. So we're on board with Reg GT as we watch Mocky Weeks trying to close the gap on him. He's got it down to less than a second then. 5 minutes remaining into this race. Oh, Mocky Weeks has outbraked himself through there though. So got it down to less than a second, it's almost 2 seconds now. 6, gaining a little bit more time through there, Mockin. Say not long to do it. This is one of the closest fights on track. Just want to keep an eye on the Zuzim's Dory battle as well. Let's just have a quick flick to that. Oh, there's far too much of a gap there between those two. So we're still on board Reg GT, still looking back at Mocking Weeks. Himself wide through that last turn as well. He's got that gap back down to less than a second, even though he's picked up half a second penalty. Oh, he's run himself wide through that first turn again, Mocking. He's going to pick up another penalty for that. He's slowly closing in on Reg GT in front. He seems to have got away with that second penalty there. Loses his penalty through that turn as well. So half a second between these two. So we're on board with Mocking then as he looks to make a move on Reg GT, take that second position off of him. So he just tries to run around the outside, he has done. And the inside line into this next little complex as well. Reg GT just slotting in behind. He did well, he held second place for the majority of this race as well. Still not, might not be out of it. 3 minutes remaining of this race. Weeks does just look like he's pulling away a little bit though. So we're down to 0.4 of a second back between these two. Can Reg GT pull a similar manoeuvre down to the same turn? He's just running himself a little bit wide through there. Less than half a second between these two. I don't think Reg GT is close enough. He might get a run down here. Gets a good enough exit. Get back up to half a second though. Too far back, Reg GT. Bumper to bumper through there, or wing to wing, depending on how you want to look at it. So, Raoul then, 2 minutes left of this race, 25-second gap he's got over now Mocking Weeks in second. Again, just half a second between these two, extended slightly now. Reg GT might be thinking about a little bit of fuel saving, possibly. 40 left on the clock, he is going to get another lap in after this. Yeah, losing a bit more time than to Mocking Weeks in second position. Rose Mike's joined the room. Evening, a bit late for the race, but welcome anyway, mate. Long time P1 member, but you don't see him racing very often. It's just the wrong kind of day, being as he's American, he's from one side of the pond, it doesn't quite line up with his day-to-day life over there. So Susan's in fifth then. So we have only got a minute left on the clock, 4.4 back from Dory in front, so without a mistake from Dory. Oh, Susan's done the same thing. Put the power down too early and drifted that Super Formula around turn 2. Unfortunately for Susan, it's looking like a 5th place for him in this race. So around then with that 26-second lead over Mocking Weeks in second. Reg GT then. So Reg GT is going to be very brave. I don't think he's going to make it round a lap with that fuel. If he does, he's going to have to do some lift and coast. Six everywhere. Yeah, short shifting from Reg GT then. You can see the time extended between himself and Mocking Weeks in front. He's just got to be careful he doesn't lose so much time that Dory is able to take him. But Susan has crossed the line now, so he does take 5th. Just jump up to Raoul. He's a fair chunk. A couple of corners to go actually. Stick with Raoul. Big Les has finished the race as well in 6th. Gamer Dad in 7th. Raul across the finish line, smashing into the wall for us. First place for him. Mocking Weeks in second then. He is a fair old way back actually, a couple more corners left. Reg GT actually just rolling his car around this race now. No revs, just in 6th gear. So Mocking Weeks coming around the last turn then. Great big wiggle from him. Second place for Mocking, good race. Reg GT then going to come home 3rd place. Again, good race for Reg GT. Dory's going to come home bring home that last position there, 4th place for him. So we saw Zuzims cross the line, we saw Big Les cross the line. Gamer Dad in 7th, Baggy Snails 8th, Pilgrim Paddy 9th, Macca 10th, West Ham Daz in 11th. So some more really good racing, apart from that first attempt at the race where we had to quit because people were just peeling left and peeling right off the grid and straight into the wall. PlayStation, or not PlayStation, but Gran Turismo. Whatever your name is, Yamaha, Suzuki, Nagasaki, whatever your name is, sort out your PlayStation lobbies. People are going to call me out because I don't know his name. That's his name. Yamaha, Toyota, Nagasaki. So yes, round 4 of the Super Formulas for you lot. We are from Catalonia next week, so make sure you come back for that. I'm actually back tomorrow night for the Next Gen Mini Cooper Cup. That's sponsored by Chewit Racing, so come and check that out. That's usually good fun. 2 lobbies on that one. We got a Pro and a Pro-Am. Pro is hosted, commentated by myself, and we've got Hunty the Punty on YouTube. He commentates over the Pro-Am lobby. And then GR3s is off this week. No GR3s for you lot. We've got the mid-season break. Gives the guys, especially people like Chrissy Raz, a bit of time to get some time behind her new wheel. The game sound just kind of turned weird. I don't know why that is. Yeah, so no GR3s this week. Like I say, mid-season break. So minis on Monday, nothing on Wednesday. Back for the Renaults on Thursday, and then back for round 5 of this from Catalonia next week. So I've still got stickers, people. I'm on Discord now as well. I'll put all the links in description. I'll put links in description to P1. I'll put links in description to my Discord and stuff. So, you know, don't hesitate. Come in, say hello. We'll have some bants, that kind of stuff. I don't really know what it's used for, apart from like another chat group, which I've got millions of. But I suppose this is more personalised to me, sort of. But yeah, it was a good race, Bags. It was a good race. Snips. I left a like, but I'm going to sleep now. Have a nice stream. Cheers, mate. It's about finished. But cheers anyway, Snips. Thank you. Yeah, like and subscribe, people. Damn it. Right? You should be doing that first. So yeah, that's my lineup coming up. Monday's 8:30 for the minis. No GR3s this week. 9 o'clock Thursday for the Renault Megane trophies. And then 9 o'clock again for Super Formula next Sunday. So come and check that out. I've still got stickers available as well. So if you want a couple of stickers, darksmoker@googlemail.com. Send me an address and I'll send you a couple of stickers. Alright? And hit me up on the Discord, all that sort of stuff. Like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff. You know what's coming next. My name's Dark Smoker. Tell your mates, tell your mum, I'm out of it.